2, but
I'd give Rice
Martinelli, I think, has got
a long rest now.
Would you?
I wouldn't play him against. If he's not fit, I'd say to him, right, recharge. Don't play Wednesday. Don't play Saturday. Don't play in Champions League.
Don't play in the
Champions League. You've got to bring him back.
Away at Champions League to, you know, if you just...
I'd play him in that.
No.
Yeah, he's definitely got to play.
Off and maybe Brighton.
He's definitely got to play against Leverkusen.
Yeah, away from home as well.
Against Mansfield.
What's your name? David
they're
Lloyd.
not that
David Lloyd Gibbs.
I'm not saying it is. You've got 2 legs to... It's a 2-leg game. I don't think he's been...
Yeah, but Lee, what I would say to that is that if you look at...
So some other player comes in. Listen, Declan Rice, I don't think it's been great the last couple of games because I do think he needs a rest. I think he's jaded.
Rest him against Mansfield.
That's his.
You know what I mean? Like, this is what I'm saying. You've got a squad to do this.
Against
plays the next 3. And then, like, you bring him back, like, you know, you're
these
away
are
from
big
home.
games.
I think
big games.
You ain't got to win that game. You've got to just draw it.
Nah.
Beat them at home.
Yeah, but if we can beat them, then we take pressure off that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, but you've got to. But this.
Lee, I just want to point out. I want to point out though that Man City.
Let's just blow him out. Let's just run him into the ground and don't have him for the last 10 games.
No one's saying that, but you can rest him against Mansfield and play him against Leverkusen. Because if I remember rightly, Man City also rotated heavily against Bayer Leverkusen. They got beaten at home.
Yeah. Remember that?
You can't
It's
take.
true.
No, I know that, but I'm looking at Pep.
You can't take any team lightly.
Have a look at what Pep does. He leaves a couple of players out for
and they lost.
But they lost against Leverkusen, the same team.
And they were playing at home. And they were playing at home, and they should have beaten them.
It's a completely different thing now, isn't it? It's a different game.
Why don't we go there and get beat, though?
I'm not disagreeing that you can't rest him.
At the end of the day, look, you've got a squad.
Mansfield's his rest.
You've got a squad like
What's Mansfield?
Rest
up at Mansfield for the game, the Champions League game, huge game.
Listen, I'm just saying, I'm watching Declan Rice at the moment. That wasn't a good look yesterday. He's had a few days off. He looks jaded. I'm just saying, like, sometimes along the line, you've got these players in to protect. You know what I mean? Like, he's played week in, week out. In 2 weeks' time, he'll be off in England playing every single game for them. Like, I'm telling you this. We need him at the business end of the season. It ain't a business end for me, like, you know what I mean?
You mess up in end games, there is no business.
Listen, I want them.
I mean, business closed.
You play him in the Champions League and then don't have him for the next 10 games in the Premier League. I want him playing in that Premier League.
Players can get injured, but for me, right, if that guy's fit, you play against Brighton.
Well, he ain't fit. He ain't fit. Did you think he played well yesterday? I thought he looked terribly tired yesterday.
I didn't think he was terrible yesterday.
No, I'm not saying.
I thought it was average.
I think he was okay yesterday.
It was all right.
He was tired. We need a.
Let me just say, yeah, in his very average performance that you say, it was his delivery.
I'm not saying
Unbelievable. This guy.
So I want him playing against Man City. Would you rather have him playing against Bayer Leverkusen or Man City?
Is it? You can predict he's going to be injured?
Well, you don't know, but I'm predicting. What I'm saying at the moment is we're flogging him. That's all I'm saying.
If the guy's fit, he plays against Brighton and he plays against Leverkusen. You're taking Leverkusen lightly. Ken is just giving you a warning.
I'm not taking them lightly. Over 2 legs, I'm not. It's the first leg. It's 1/2.
Yeah.
It's a warning.
But I'm
1/2.
I feel
I don't want to go away from
too
home,
much
man.
to
Then
do
you've
with
got
it.
a
Yeah, but
mountain
also
to climb.
look at some of the playoffs that we've just watched where teams might have been winning in that. Look at Atalanta. They scored 4 goals in that second leg and turned it around. Look at Galatasaray, just got through.
What have you got a squad for?
But all those teams have also got a squad. Galatasaray, by the skin of their teeth, beat Juventus 5-2. And by the skin of their teeth, got through in that second leg.
Inter went away to Bodo.
Yeah, exactly.
Lost that.
Honestly, and then
right.
When are you resting players in?
Right.
Mansfield and that's it. And then every single game, Declan Rice is playing.
Mansfield coming up. Rest him then.
Right, and then when you rest him, then you've got to play him you're playing them every single game, or are you rotating?
If he's fit, I'm playing him every game.
By the way, what I'd be doing if I was Arsenal, I'd be pulling him out of the England squad. That's the first thing. I'd say he's got a knock.
I ain't going to do that.
But you've
Curtis,
seen
I agree, but you're not going to do that.
You know what it is with me, right? Like, to me, this guy is so important for Arsenal, right? That if he's fit, if the medical team say this guy's fit, he plays.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm with you,
if anything, we go away to Leverkusen with 2-3-0 up. They're not and rest him in the next one. I could say to him, yo, Declan, sit out for the start, right? In case we need, we're going to only bring you on if we need you, right? We start with Norgard and that, and then you're back in on the weekend. But this guy's got to play. That game, first leg of Leverkusen, is very, very important. You need to come away from that game by not losing, come away with something that you take home.
So
do not take these games for granted.
Yeah. Don't get to that.
Leverkusen are a good side.
Yeah.
Like Ken has said, they beat City.
Do you know the last time Declan Rice missed a game?
What, Aston Villa?
And where'd we get on?
We won 4-1, yeah.
Right, so he ain't like at the end of the day, like he can be rested.
Of course he can be rested.
And we can still
But in that instance, he was actually injured. He wasn't rested though, was he?
No, but that's what I'm saying. I think somewhere along the line you've got to say, right, listen, go your way and let's see what.
I agree with you.
We're all agreeing with what you're saying.
At times, but I just think Leverkusen's a massive game.
Every game's a massive game now. But I tell you what, I want him fit for Manchester City away. I want him fit for every Premier League game. I don't want to see what I see yesterday when he's been. He had a week off by the way, and he was still tired.
What kind of week off that was?
You can rest.
You know what I mean?
I just think at the end of the day, I think he's on fumes.
Let's give him 3 weeks off.
I think he's on fumes. Like the work rate he done yesterday.
Why did I give him 3 weeks off then? If a week didn't work.
Do you know what? You laugh at that. You laugh at that, right?
Yeah.
I remember Alex Ferguson doing that with 3 or 4 of the players.
Let's give him 3 weeks off, and then when he comes back, there's nothing left.
What does that tell you then about the squad? Get Bertie, sacking Bertie then, are you? Because the squad's not good enough. You cannot leave out one player. It's all going to go wrong.
No, but Lee, you have to...
How many times do you see? How many times do you see? Right.
I've seen what we're doing with Saka. We've done it. You said exactly the same with Saka. And look at him now.
How many times do you see?
Look at him now.
How many times do you see?
But actually, you keep playing him right, don't I?
We were saying that about.
Got to play Saka. Got to play. Look at him now.
Certain players, right, for City, right. How many times do you see, say, for instance, Bernardo Silva rested? Never. He plays literally every game. Haaland, only because he was injured at the weekend. The guy plays literally. Your best players play those big games. They play. Unless, if they are injured or if they are seriously fatigued, I get it. But if not, to just say, all right, let's leave out Haaland for this game and that, they ain't doing it because he's too vital. And yes, you have a squad, but there are certain players that they are so good. Yeah, of course you can bring in a man if they're out, but those are big players, man. And he's
I also think we have to consider that Mikel Merino's out for the rest of the season, who would actually play in that position if necessary. Kai Havertz has just come back, who can play in that position. So, unfortunately, as we've seen all season, we've not had a fully fit squad all season. That's just the realities of what it is. And we've just been so unlucky in that department for someone like Declan Rice.
Are we unlucky, Kenya, or we flogging him at times? Ben White, look at Ben White now.
Yeah.
You know, been outstanding for us, like, you know what I mean? Like, can't get fit now.
He's injured.
Because why?
Well, he's had a lot of rest, hasn't he?
No, but what I would say...
It wasn't 2 seasons ago when he was being flogged.
Week in, week out, he's chilling.
Like, you know
no,
what I mean?
That's the point. That's the point I'm making, Lee, is that maybe
Play Saka every week, he told me.
No, but that's the point I'm making. 2 seasons ago...
He got injured.
2 seasons ago, we didn't have the depth for someone like a Ben White, and we're seeing the issues now, whereas now we do have the depth. So the other day, Timberlake's knackered against Spurs. Cool, bring on Mascara, and does his job, do you know what I mean? But the reality is, we're looking at Declan Rice right now. He unfortunately will have to play against Brighton if he's fit, but you can rest him against Mansfield. Say to him, you don't even need to come to Mansfield.
Mansfield stay
at home.
Mansfield stay at home.
There's so many.
Why are you resting him against Mansfield?
Because he's playing it.
Because you know what
you're taking them, you know, but what
Mansfield, oh, come on.
No,
you compare Mansfield to Leverkusen.
I'm saying you've got 2 legs against Bayer Leverkusen. You've got 2 legs.
Mansfield are a League One club. Are you seriously sitting there and comparing Mansfield to Leverkusen? What are you talking about?
I'm just saying, you know what I mean, like, It's like
no, but Lee, one team literally did an invincible 2 seasons ago, got to a European final, and one's in League One. There's literally no.
It's 2 legs, Ken. It don't matter if you draw that game. I'm saying you don't have to go there and win. Go there and.
But what if you lose it?
Well, then you put in everybody's saying. Now why can't Norgard come in there and you just do a
can I just say something? So you put extra pressure on yourself on a game that you played just before you go to Man City away potentially. Is that really the right decision to make?
Because at the end of the day, it's a different competition.
No, but that's my point is that
let's play against Bayer Leverkusen, draw 1-1, right? We lose Rice for the whole rest of the season, but that's all right.
That's all right. Hypothetical.
I'm just saying, at the end of the day, I'm just saying you cannot keep playing this guy like that you see yesterday and him limping off. And I don't want him playing on Wednesday night. If we cannot beat Brighton, right, without Declan Rice, we're in problems.
No, we can beat Brighton without Declan Rice.
Right, so let's go and do it. And let's go and rest him.
Our chances
go higher. If you can't beat Bayer Leverkusen without Declan Rice, we've got problems.
He's an important player because, as I said, you said he had a poor game yesterday.
I didn't say he had a poor game. Who said he had a poor game?
You said he had an average game, yeah?
I didn't say he had an average game. I said he looked knackered.
What game did you say?
So what are you saying?
You said he had a very average game. He weren't all that yesterday. You said that.
I just said he.
Am I hearing things? Didn't he say
he was decent?
He wasn't at his. He's not. He's not at his best at the moment. He is not at his best at the moment. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's all I said.
Even not being at his best, is his delivery, right, that gets us the winner. And I'm saying that's the importance of this guy.
Later on in the season.
I'm saying,
we are later on in the season, but not in game.
He said this last season about Saka, and what happened to him? Thank you. And we're having it again.
No, that was different.
No, it's not different.
It was different because you know what is different?
He's done it again.
You know what is different, right? Because last season with Saka, we were playing
him every game, Lee.
We were playing him in everything. So he would have played Mansfield, he would have played...
Exactly.
He played everything.
Mansfield. He did.
Whereas we're not saying to play Declan Rice against Mansfield.
Round of the FA Cup. I'm just saying.
We're not saying to play Declan Rice against teams like Mansfield and that. We're saying rest him. Yeah. Stay at home. Don't even come to the game. But Leverkusen, you are needed. If you're fit, you're needed.
Exactly.
Rest him for even Brighton. That's an important game.
For me, Rob, I'm going to be honest. Like, it's the Premier League for me.
You don't put the Champions League on the same level.
Not this season. I want to win the Premier League.
Well, that's why you should be playing them against Brighton.
We've been top of the league all this time. Top of the league. We've got to.
So why are you resting him against Brighton then?
He's injured.
If he's injured, fair enough.
Do you know what? If he's fit,
playing if he's injured.
If he's fit, and they say he's, I don't think he he'd come off yet.
He was struggling.
He's struggling.
Yeah,
I think he's struggling.
It could be a knock, innit? We don't know. Let's wait and see. If he's injured,
do you know what? I also think at the end of the day,
if he's injured,
I also think at the end of the day. And another concern for me is Zubimendi as well. I think he's looking very, very tired as well.
Doesn't take players off when they like Zubimendi.
We're a little bit light here, I suppose.
Well, listen, Zubimendi, you could put a Norgard in for Zubimendi, couldn't you? Because they are literally light for light.
I want to see. I do want to see Miles Lewis-Skelly play against Mansfield in his midfield.
Yeah, hopefully he will.
Well, hopefully, now that everyone's
he was going to in the last round.
I just want to say, just to give. You know what I mean? Like, I do think if anything happens to Declan, I think we're done.
We're in trouble, big trouble.
But you don't want him to play.
I do want him to play, Rob. I want him to play in the more important games later on in the semi-finals.
Send him on holiday till next season. We've got to protect him.
Curtis, don't go down his level. Don't go down his level. He's already ruined Saka by playing in every game.
Right. He's on one sunbed, right? Declan Rice on the next one. That's what he wants.
You both make good points.
The thing is, no one's necessarily disagreeing with the other. It's just more of like, I want Declan Rice to play against. If he's fit, to me, he should play against Brighton. You rest him against Mansfield, and you play him against Leverkusen because they're. So
do you know what? I will say, he's had a 7-day rest and he's come back and he still looked knackered. That's my.
What have they been doing this week?
But to be fair, so did Zubimendi looked a bit tired, and
so
I also
maybe
think
they need a little bit. I don't know.
Could have been.
But also, you need to
say tired, but he could have been also been struggling with a little knock for in the game where he was a bit off key. You know what I mean? Same. You know, listen, Zubimendi. I didn't think he had a great game yesterday. I thought he did have an average game. Right. Yeah. There's a shout for bringing in Norgard for him.